Submit. You are only making this harder on yourself.
Beyond the veil lies darkness, where every soul has its place. Look at you, pathetic, a puppet dancing on strings.
I will not break. I will not break. I will not.
Fool, your mind is already broken. But even a broken thing can be made to serve. Countless secrets extracted. Insidious designs forged into weapons for my armies. But I require more. Your grandest design to claim a final prize. The secret that the first one sought to hide. Yes, your finest Mourneblade. And a crown fit for the king of the damned. The vessels of domination.
The path opens.
Your courage will be remembered, champion. Aldiel Shalar.
Find those who were taken and bring them home.
Rescue the others. The Banshee is mine to kill.
Tyrande! Don't do this!
For Ilisar Feranol!
We cannot lose you to the darkness. You won't succeed.
Such a narrow vision. You disappoint me. No matter. We will find what we seek. In another.
Anduin! How badly are you hurt?
I will live. I'm relieved you're all safe.
These bonds are too strong to break by force. We must find a way to free him. Pitiful mortal. I find your spirit unworthy. Bane! No! Nothing escapes the Maw. Yield to the inevitable.
They've stopped their advance. The light is with me, even here. Go, champion! Go!
Interesting.
You have failed.
Every attendant in Oribos is taught that the Maw is unbreachable, that the malevolent souls within were sealed away for all eternity.
This mortal's escape might mean the prison is weakening. If true, the Banished One could...
Cardelen, Kasher, purpose be praised. At long last, the Arbiter has stirred. For uncounted eons, the Shadowlands was in perfect order. Infinite afterlives, with Oribos, the eternal city, as the shining heart. Every mortal soul came before the Arbiter, and she, ever wise, experienced all that had shaped a soul in life. With this knowledge, she consigned every soul to the afterlife it justly deserved. Until... in that dread moment, our perfect order was shattered. And so it is that every soul, kind and cruel alike, is denied its rightful afterlife, and instead is damned to the inescapable torment of the Maw.
Outsiders, what have you done, mortal?
Be at ease. I am Bolvar Fordragon. These knights and I are here to help.
The touch of the Maw is upon their souls as well. But if they found a way to break free of its influence, perhaps they can aid us.
Do not speak. Observe. Remember this lesson.
As the Arbiter's voice, I heed the call of the Eternal Ones. How may I serve?
The Maw grows, surging with power. How did this come to pass?
The evil we believed forever bound has conspired to distract and divide us. The Primus realized the truth, but his warning came too late. I fear he paid a grave price for this knowledge.
You speak for Revendreth. Where is your sire? Where is our brother, Denathrius?
My sire has betrayed us all. The drought was his doing. He stole the very lifeblood of our realms, starving his own people. And yours as well. When his lies were exposed, Denathrius unleashed his vast coffers of anima into the Maw to fuel the might of his true master.
Long ago, we stood as one to imprison that monster. With the Primus gone, and Denathrius a traitor, our pantheon has been broken, and doom comes for the Shadowlands.
There is yet hope. This mortal saved me from the Maw, and revealed the Sire's treachery.
They aided my forest as well. Their kind has shown great potential. If focused, it could turn the tide in our favor.
Agreed. For the good of the Shadowlands, each mortal must choose a covenant.
And when our realms have regained their strength, we will stand together against the darkness.
I will see it done, Eternal Ones. With her voice have I spoken. Come, mortal. The hour of decision is at hand.
They have reached the seat of the Primus and discovered his warning.
Unfortunate, but of little consequence. Our eyes are everywhere. This nuisance will be dealt with.
You will never escape the Maw!
Dreaming of home, only to awaken in this place of torment. Champion, I saw you escape before we were recaptured. Do you have the means to take us out of the Maw? The Waystone worked. What a remarkable place.
Wait, it's really you, isn't it? Yes, I saw you use the Waystone to escape. It seems so long ago. If I attune my teleportation spell to your ability to leave the Maw, I can finally be free of this place. Unless this is just the cruelest trick of all. Bane, thank the light you're alive.
It is good to see you safe, Jaina. Though my wounds are healing, I confess the horrors of the Maw still haunt me.
I understand. Any news of Anduin and Thrall? We need to return to Torghast and...
With respect, Lady Proudmoore, you need to recover your strength. Let the Mawwalker resume the search for the others.
Wise words, High Lord. I trust your judgment. Thank you, Champion. I owe you everything.
All that matters is we now possess the necessary instrument. We must begin its preparation.
Leave him to me. You've seen what he is capable of when he believes in the cause. A measure of patience may yield superior results.
Very well. We have our weapon. Now, we shall hone it. At last, the torment is over. I've had enough of this place. Let's go. The Maw. I remember. Feels so long ago. You escaped the jailer. Yes, It's becoming clearer now. The Waystone, our path out of here. I have seen only the darkest reaches of the Shadowlands. It is good to know there are places of hope as well. May the spirits of my ancestors be safe, in realms of comfort and peace.
I am glad of your return, brother.
It is a relief to have you back, Thrall. I will send word to Agra and the Regent Lord at once.
I feared the worst. Bane and I both know the horrors that the jailer inflicted.
The things I saw in that place, the torments I endured,
Are best not relived. At least, not now. Thrall, do you know where they've taken Anduin?
my captors spoke of a valuable prisoner, held deep within the jailer's tower. It has to be Anduin.
High Lord, you have peered into Torghast and guided the Maw Walker through its torments. I beg you to look deeper, to find the king you once safeguarded as a boy.
What you ask poses a terrible risk to all of us.
I do hope you've settled in. The accommodations are a bit sparse, I know.
Where are the others? Are they safe?
Safe? No. I wouldn't say any of them are safe.
I am so tired of your games.
As you wish. No more secrets, no more lies. You are a weapon we will use to achieve our ends.
I will not become an instrument of death.
So you favor life, is that it? That momentary flicker. Every cruel second spent delaying the inevitable in an endless war that you, like every Wrynn before you, will not survive. You know the truth. Nothing is fair. Not life, not death. So we're going to tear it all down.
And what purpose would that serve? Everyone suffers, Sylvanas. But destroying everything will not take away the pain.
Oh, you misunderstand. We're breaking a system that has always been flawed and remaking it into one that is just.
Do you expect me to believe that all this time, you've been fighting for justice?
How can I convince you? From our first breath to our last, every decision is made for us. Then, the afterlife decides what eternity we must endure. We can't even choose who we couldn't control anything. But through the jailer, control of our fate will at last be possible.
Look around you! At what and who you've joined. What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
You have a choice to consider. Join us willingly, or be made to serve.
I thought you believed in free will, Sylvanas.
We've never had free will, little lion. But that is about to change.
Anduin? A weapon? What could she mean?
At least he's alive, and seemingly unharmed. Whatever the Banshee is after, he will not give in.
The light is strong with Anduin. I know his heart will see him through this.
Sylvanas was toying with him. She spoke of breaking everything. She couldn't mean that, could she?
The Jailer's malevolence permeates everything in that tower. If he believes his prize is in jeopardy, he may decide to discard it.
Then we must remain patient. Maw Walker, continue your efforts to undermine the Jailer's cause. When the time comes, we will find Anduin and bring him home.
Defenders of Maldraxxus, through deceit and treachery, Kel'Thuzad has turned our great houses against one another. He conspires with outside forces and defies the will of the Primus. Today, he will answer for his crimes.
You are too late! The way opens! Destroy these meddlers!
That beast is incinerating our forces! We'll be overrun!
Necrolords, hold your ground! We will not fail Maldraxxus!
Hail, Baroness! Revendreth stands with you! What an impressive gathering! So many courageous champions! I am truly honored. Why, Prince Kel'Thuz, is that you? I never did properly thank you for the use of your Sunwell.
Enough! Kel'Thuzad, you have defied the laws of the Primus and conspired to bring ruin upon Maldraxxus. Surrender, or be destroyed.
Fools! It was all too easy to sow chaos and discord within your squabbling houses. The Jailer's plan unfolds exactly as intended. A pity you will not see it come to fruition.
Kel'Thuzad is siphoning power from Margrave Sindane. Weaken him so I might use the staff to release her.
Interlopers! You will not escape your fate!
We are not the ones you need to fear, Kel'Thuzad.
Your cause is lost, usurper. Now you answer for your crimes against Maldraxxus and against me.
Foolish Margrave, your victory is a hollow one.
The medallion is ours. Let us return to Revendreth.
What? We cannot simply leave. Not while Kel'Thuzad yet lives. I will have vengeance for Silvermoon.
His fate is not yours to decide.
Come, Lich. The Banished One calls you to his side.
Impossible! I am eternal!
This is not the end, Master. Let me preserve you. Zobel shall restore you, Master. We will have vengeance!
You were ever fond of saying that the Venthyr do not destroy. We educate. It is time you were reminded of Revendreth's noble purpose.
Shall we begin?
You cannot bind me here. I am eternal! I am your master! I am Revendreth!
Remember this lesson.
A weapon forged in the fires of Torghast. A Mourneblade is born.
A Mourneblade? Oh no.
Anduin's still captive there. Has something happened to him, Father?
I fear for Anduin as well. But is it safe for the High Lord to peer inside? The toll it takes on him.
There is a price to be paid for communing with that darkness again. But I must see. We all must know.
Sire Denathrius has been taken prisoner. What is our plan to recover him?
Every soul has its purpose. Denathrius has fulfilled his. We must forge our next weapon.
He's not ready.
Then a more direct approach is necessary. We have not come this far, only to falter now. You know what must be done.
There she is again. You know, these endless lectures of yours
have failed to convince you. Regardless, the conversation is over. One way or another, we will have you. So I will offer this one last time. Join our cause, or be made to serve.
What kind of choice is that? Why even give me? It's the choice you never had. Despite all your grand designs, there's still some shred of your mortality haunting you. As if the Banshee Queen hasn't entirely eclipsed the Ranger General.
Don't.
Now I understand why you brought me here. Why you've tried so hard to persuade me. Because if you can get me to let go of hope, you finally can too.
Enough! Submit! You are only making this harder on yourself.
Not harder on me. Right now, you hold all the power. How will you use it?
I've not come this far to falter now.
Then why do you hesitate? Make your choice. Sylvanas Windrunner.
Link has been severed. That is all I can... Wait. Something is...
Bolvar, what is it?
I see you.
The Jailer's voice. How is this happening?
I will not serve you!
The Jailer is tearing into Bolvar's mind. We have to break their connection.
You were to herald my coming. Instead, you defied me. A failure, like those who came before you.
Father, resist him! Do not let him win!
Fight, High Lord. We're with you. I will claim what is mine. Death comes for you all.
Hold on, Bolvar! Just a little more! Though we managed to stop the attack, I fear the danger is far from over.
My thanks to all of you. But Jaina is right. The Jailer knows what we saw. He will use that knowledge against us.
We should gather our forces and attack Torghast.
Anduin must be freed. You've seen the Jailer's armies. We're not ready to launch a full-scale assault. If we follow our hearts and rush in, we could lose everything.
We will work with our allies in Oribos to rally the Covenants. Only with their help do we stand a chance of stopping the Jailer and saving Anduin.
Mawwalker, continue your efforts. Explore the dark reaches of Torghast. Fight for the Shadowlands. And when the time comes, we will claim victory.
I'm so relieved you're safe, Lord Admiral. I can't imagine the horrors you and the others endured.
Thank you, Talia. The Maw is bereft of hope. I've only experienced such emptiness once before, when I faced Arthas in Icecrown.
Uther! Dear Uther! I'm so sorry.
Jaina, you haven't much time. The Lich King sees what the sword sees. He will be here shortly.
Arthas is here?
No,
Maybe
girl.
I...
Arthas is not here. Arthas is merely a presence within the Lich King's mind. A dwindling presence.
But Uther, if there's any hope of reaching Arthas, I must try.
Jaina, listen to me. You must destroy the Lich King. You cannot reason with him. He will kill you and your allies and raise you all as powerful soldiers of the Scourge.
Tell me how, Uther. How do I destroy my prince?
Snap out of it, girl. You must destroy the Lich King at the place where he merged with Ner'zhul. Atop the spire, at the frozen throne. It is the only way.
You're right, Uther. Forgive me. I don't know what got a hold of me. We will deliver this information to the King and the knights that battle the Scourge within Icecrown Citadel.
There is something else that you should know about the Lich King. Control over the Scourge must never be lost. Even if you were to strike down the Lich King, another would have to take his place. For without the control of its master, the Scourge would run rampant across the world, destroying all living things. A grand sacrifice by a noble soul.
Who could bear such a burden?
I do not know, Jaina. I suspect that the piece of Arthas that might be left inside the Lich King is all that holds the Scourge from annihilating Azeroth.
Then maybe there is still hope.
No, Jaina!
He is coming. You mustn't, Paladin. So, you wish to commune with the dead. You shall have your wish.
You won't deny me this, Arthas! I must know! I must find out!
Your allies have arrived, Jaina, just as you promised. Nowhere to run. You're mine now.
Forgive me, heroes. I should have listened to Uther. I had to see for myself. To look into his eyes one last time. I am sorry.
The specter of my brother hangs over all of us like a shroud. His choices were his own, though it does seem his fate was shaped in part by the hand of the Jailer.
My father's fate as well. The helm, that blade. Were they instruments of the Jailer all along?
The runes on Frostmourne were a type of magic not seen on Azeroth before the Lich King. But that same power is woven into the very fabric of the Maw and Torghast.
Arthas and Bolvar were not the only ones touched by that dark influence. The blade claimed many lives, many souls.
We cannot allow it to claim Anduin as well.
He kept it. All this time, he kept it. I knew! I sensed a part of him still alive, trapped, struggling. Oh, Arthas! Perhaps he might someday remember what he once was. By the light, may he at last find rest, free from the icy grip of that terrible blade.
Arthas. Alas, hero of Azeroth, you give me a greater gift than you know. Long have I struggled to forgive the prince for his terrible transgressions. My soul has been racked with unbearable anxiety, dark thoughts, distancing me from the light. I recall clearly the gleam of pride in his eye as he stood before me, eager to defeat the enemies of the light.
Welcome, Prince Arthas. The men and I are honored by your presence.
Can the formalities, Uther. I'm not king yet. It's good to see you.
You too, lad. I'm pleased that King Terran has sent you to help me.
Father still hopes your patience and experience might rub off on me.
Well, it is a father's right to dream, isn't it?
Eager to defend his people, no matter the cost. It is this memory of Arthas that I choose to keep in my heart. I shall always be in your debt, friend.
I see only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Funny, I never even realized I had lost my Kel'Thuzad accent. Of course I got my sheep staff. Who do you think coined the term woolomancer? After all these years, you're still trying to get under my skin? Some things never change. So you think you know what it's like to date a bad boy? Girlfriend, you have no idea.
A taste of freedom. A place to start.
Submit. You are only making this harder on yourself.